The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
In motion, Hill.
Purdy going to the air right away.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Throwing here, Purdy. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
And 22 more yards there and another first down. Here's Purdy.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Purdy will look to throw again here.
This will be caught at about the 6. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else. McCaffrey going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Again, McCaffrey, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Purdy.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10
at the 20.
A first carry for Rachaad White.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Now this defense for the Niners very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll get this complete to the rookie from Washington.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route.
Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Opting to run again here with White.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
That's out wide for Palmer.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. They'll try the right side here with White. Nifty move.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle. In an old school NFL football, the right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The Bucs at 2-7 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Mayfield.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Jake Moody now for the point after.
And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
First down, here's White.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's a toss right side with White.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Mayfield looks to throw.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right.
And this one caught downfield by Evans.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. An explosive 38-yard pickup. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield.
Here's White. They set up the screen.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Going right side is White. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
To throw, Mayfield.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this 1-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. but has great work with the ball in the air, never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
Flush to his right. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here, because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Purdy looking to throw.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now Purdy.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Purdy.
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Purdy off the play fake.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On fourth down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So a 4-point game here as we get set to resume action in this third quarter of play. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Mayfield now. It's caught. This is White. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A quick throw caught by Godwin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And a catch right side by Evans. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Mayfield being chased out left. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection. Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Throwing, Mayfield looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Here's 3rd and 3.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
White, touchdown, Buccaneers. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. And out of bounds finally, but not before getting it way across the 50 inside the 25.
Throwing here, Purdy.
They complete it to Hill. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Purdy.
He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill.
And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Purdy will look to throw again here.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the 49ers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is now 14-10.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep...
Oh, he sheds himself free. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Mayfield. Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Powering his way forward, and he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a toss play. This is White. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
Well, as far as plays go, there's nothing to write home about on that one because that one gets some negative yardage. But if you do want to find a positive, he found a way to get out of bounds and stop the clock.
He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
White is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. So stuff from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
In motion, the tight end. Here's Mayfield. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. Mayfield to throw it. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cade Otton from 3 yards out. And the Buccaneers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and it's now 17-14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Now second down and a few inches.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Here's 1st and 10.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Now they'll change things up.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Here's Purdy to throw.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel.
It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Purdy to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Maybe some temptation here to try to go for the win, but I think you got to kick the field goal.
I agree totally. When you look at the time left on the clock, that's not a spot where you take the gamble. Go ahead and kick the field goal here and take it from there.
The noise is getting deafening. Here's 3rd down and 3.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And the crowd a major factor now. Here's 3rd down. Purdy with one final shot here.
And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
What a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
So for Tampa Bay, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-7. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, it's their first stumble of the season as they'll dip to 8-1 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.